welcome back to my channel. I have a super exciting video for you today. We are going to be talking about God-centered goals for 2019 and how I have learned to kind of change my mindset when it comes to making New Year's resolution goals as well as just goals. So before I begin, if you guys are not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, as well as give this video a thumbs up. I will be making more faith-related videos in the future, so if you have one in mind that you would like to see, go ahead and leave it in the comment comment box down below, and I'll try to get a video done on that. So this is my first sit down video in our house in Canada. So this is my makeshift recording area. Yes, that is flowers from Valentine's Day that I just sat upon this treasure chest box. Just to bring color, right? It looks good, right? I mean, it looks pretty good, right? So before I begin, I really want to preface this by saying that I love setting goals. I love challenging myself and holding myself to certain expectations, I guess, whether I meet them or not. I love when the New Year's comes around. I feel like the year coming, the new year, is a fresh start and one that I've always loved to sit down and think about all the things I want to accomplish in the following year. So I kind of want to stay away from the classic New Year's resolutions this year for 2019 and kind of focus my goals more around the truth of what the Bible tells us and the truth of what God tells us as His children. And I know that kind of can be challenging, but I feel like those goals are way more attainable than the classic goals that we kind of limit ourselves to every year. So if you want to see what my God-centered goals are for 2019, then just keep watching. So the first goal that I won't be practicing this year is just to work out more. Instead, I'll be focusing on self-love and confidence. And the reason I did this is because so many times I put in the goal for my New Year's resolution is just to work out more, and that's not really something you can achieve. When do you know whether you're working out enough or not? So instead of kind of chasing the desire of this dream body that I will probably never achieve, I'm going to focus all that energy on just loving my current self and loving my current state. This is a much better mindset to have, and it kind of goes back to the whole idea that you are perfect, you are made in God's image, and that we should be striving to love ourselves as we are before we start to strive to become a better self. Because you can't become a better self if you don't already love yourself. You know what I mean? I want to gain a deeper understanding for who God says I am and loving myself from the basic core of who I am, and then developing into my best self for the kingdom. My second one is to start to care what I put in my body and on my body. And this just basically comes down to treating myself like a temple, like the beautiful creation that I am, and realizing what fuels these bodies and just how amazing it is that I am made up of all these organs that all work together for my being of literally just keeping me alive and sustaining myself. The next one is to give money, give time, give love, give patience, and give forgiveness. Such a good one. Just to not be greedy with those things, but to really pour them out to people and be the light. The next one that I won't be putting on my list is to read the Bible every day. And the reason this is not on my list is because it has never happened, and it makes me feel very sad and down about it. So what do I mean? This is what I mean. So in years past, I've always put on my New Year's resolution list for the following year to read the Bible every single day. And while that goal like really fuels me and like gets me motivated to dive into the word, what ends up happening, and this is what happened last year, because I challenged myself and I told myself this is the year that I would read the Bible in a year, which was 2018. I started awesome while we were here in Canada. Every single day I woke up, read the Bible. It was like just put into my routine and it was perfect. But what ended up happening is when we flew home, because of travel and stuff, I ended up packing my Bible in one of the suitcases and couldn't get to it. And so I told myself, okay, like it's just a few days of while we are traveling, like no worries. Well, what ended up doing to my mental state is my goal was to read the Bible every single day. And since I had missed a few days in traveling, it kind of set my mind to think like this whole year now is a bust because I'm already messed up. So even if I did keep going and read the Bible this year and finished it cover to cover, I wouldn't be able to say I read it every single day because of the few times I've messed up. And a lot of people would be like, oh, it's fine, like just jump back on and start. Well, my mindset at the time was like, I ruined it. I ruined that goal for the year. And so I kind of just stopped. I didn't pursue that challenge of reading it every single day. I didn't strive towards that goal anymore. I just like, nope, I was kind of mad at myself that I was doing so good for so long, and because I messed up on a few days, I thought my whole goal was ruined. So this year, I have the goal, which makes me feel so good, just to read the Bible cover to cover, right? Which a lot of you are gonna be like, that goal really isn't different. It is so different to me because I took out the words every single day and just replaced it with read the Bible this year, right? From cover to cover. So what that means is if I am crammed one day and don't have time, I hate saying that because like you have time, but if you miss a day or you miss 4 days or you go on a trip and miss 2 weeks, instead of having that as like a Debbie Downer, I ruined this whole goal, this whole year of mine. I prefaced my goal this year to just basically be like, nope, well that's a bummer, but let's keep going, right? So what this goal of mine has done is basically allow myself to not feel bad or guilty. I know that this time around I will finish the Bible cover to cover, whether it's exactly 1 year, whether it's a year and a half, whether it's 2 years, I really don't know. I would love to follow it day by day, but I'm also giving myself that liberty and kind of weight lifted off my chest that if I miss a few days, it's okay. I didn't ruin anything. I didn't ruin any goals. The last one is to be present and put down the phone. This one is so big and one we should all be practicing, but just really, really, really being appreciative and thankful for where God has you right now in life. Instead of always looking to the next season, the next place you're going, while that's okay because it drives you to something, take note and take appreciation of where you're at in life, because a few years ago you desired to be probably right here where you are. So take appreciation, notice how far you've come, enjoy friends and family around you, and be appreciative for right where God has you. He's using you, He's working in you for His kingdom. You guys, I think that's it for this video. I hope you guys could kind of tell that instead of focusing on my self-image and what I portray, I really want to focus on what God tells me and who I know I am through Him and in Him. If you guys can relate to any of these, please leave a little note down in the comments or let me know what some of your God-centered goals are for 2019. Whatever they may be, I think it's so cool to tell someone of a goal, to get it out there, say it out loud, so that you're kind of held to the standard, right? If you write it on a paper and keep it to yourself, it's really easy just to be like, meh, that's okay if that one never happens because no one even knows that was a goal of mine. So I feel like if we come down in the comments, all write our goals, we'll be able to hold each other accountable. I can hold you accountable and you can hold me accountable. And I think that's the best thing we can do for each other. I've already jump started on a lot of these goals. These are goals that I'm constantly working on, constantly striving for. I just can't wait. 2019, I just have a feeling is gonna be a really good year. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, like, share, subscribe. Is that the order? I don't know. Do all the little things down below. You know, click on all the bells and whistles. That way we can become friends and I can see you every week when I upload my videos. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye. God bless.